Okay, so right now we are going to work on the section 1.4, equation of lines. And the point slope form of a line is defined as y minus y1 equal m times, open parenthesis, x minus x1, close parenthesis. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I do not like this point slope form of a line to find the equation of a line going through points. I rather prefer to do something else, and here's what I like to do. So, it's pretty simple. It's based on the idea of what is the general expression of the equation of a line, and for that I know that y is supposed to be equal to mx plus b. So first of all, what I want to do, if I want to find the equation of a line going through the point 3, 7, and 4, negative 2, first of all, I want to calculate the slope. So I'm going to calculate the slope, and I told you already that no matter which point you consider as the point number 1 and the point number 2, you will find exactly the same slope. In that case, for instance, I'm going to take the point number 2 right here, this one, and I will take the point number 1, this one. So negative 2 minus 3, no need to have a parenthesis, minus 7, no need to have a parenthesis because it's a positive 7, divided by 4 minus 3. At the end of the day, I end up to have a negative 9 divided by 1, so negative 9 divided by 1, at the end of the day, the slope is negative 9. Because my slope is negative 9, I can easily write y equal negative 9x plus b. And now, to find b, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty simple. You will have to use one of these 2 points. The point number 1 or the point number 2 is on the line. So he is supposed to check this equation. Let's use the point number 1. If I want to use the point number 1, I'm going to have 7 equal negative 9 times 3 plus b, which gives me 7 equal negative 27 plus b. I add 27 both sides, and I end up to have b equal 34. Let's find out if I find exactly the same value for the point number 2. So if I take, so let me just write this one, point number 1, and let's take the red one for the point number 2. So if I take the point number 2, I'm going to have negative 2 equal negative 9 times 4 plus b. So that gives me a negative 2 equal negative 36 plus b. I add 36 both sides to isolate my b, and I end up to have a b equal 34. I have exactly the same value no matter which point I'm going to substitute. And now, very easily, I can say that y equal negative 9x plus 34. Now, let's try to look at the equation number 2. And the equation number 2 is going to be done exactly the same way. Don't forget to give the 2 relationship between the slope when the lines are parallel and when the lines are perpendicular, please. When my lines are perpendicular, so what do I have? Find the equation of a line passing through the point 2, 5 that is parallel to 6x plus 5y equals 60. So basically, first of all, what I want to do is rewrite my problem and say that I have a line, but I know nothing. The only thing that I know, it's a line number 1, but I name now line number 1. And this line number 1 is defined by m1x plus b1. I know that this line is parallel to a line number 2, but my line number 2 is defined as a 6x plus 5y equals 60. So the first thing, 60, not 66. So the first thing I want to do is try to change that into a y equal mx plus b. So for that, I'm going to subtract minus 6x both sides, and I end up to have I end up to have, let me take the green, it will be much better. I'm going to have 5y equal minus 6x plus 60. Now if I divide by 5, because I want to get rid of the 5, so I divide by 5 everywhere, I end up to have a second line, line number 2, defined with y, the equation of y equal minus 6 over 5x plus 12, because 60 divided by 5 equal 12. So, because my lines are parallel to each other, I know basically that the slope of the line number 1 is equal to the slope of the line number 2. So far, I can easily say that my line number 1 will be defined as negative 6 over 5x plus b1. Right? I know already the slope number 2. My slope number 2 is negative 6 over 5, so my slope number 1 will be negative 6 over 5. And to find b1, I'm going to do exactly the same thing that I've done before, which is I'm going to use the point 2, 5, because I know that my line number 1 is going through the point 2, 5, and so the point 2, 5 will check this equation. Y equal 5, negative 6 over 5 times 2 plus b1. So now I got 5 equal negative 12 over 5 plus b1. I need to add 12 over 5 both sides. And if I add plus 12 over 5 both sides, I end up to have a b1. I'm going to do that right here. A b1 equal to a 5 plus 12 over 5. I don't have the same denominator, so I need to multiply by 5 the first fraction. I would like to remind you that we're having right here a fraction, and it's a 5 over 1, and I know that my LCD is 5, so I'm going to multiply by 5 top and bottom this equation to have the same denominator now, and so my b1 is going to be equal to 25 over 5 plus 12 over 5, and it's going to be 37 over 5. So my equation is going to be negative 6 over 5x plus 37 over 5. Alright, so now I'm going to ask you to do the example number 1. Don't forget to do example number 1 on your own, as well as the example number 2. And let me do for you the example number 3 at least, right? So find the equation of a line going through the point negative 7 and 11 over 3. First of all, I'm going to calculate the slope. M equal 3 minus 7 over 11 minus negative 8, which give me a negative 4 divided by 11 plus 8 over 19. So my slope is y equal negative 4 over 19x plus b. And to find b, I'm going to use both. I can use both of the value of x and y. So I'm going to decide to take x, the point 11 and 3. 11, x equal 11 and y equal 3. So 3 equal negative 4 over 19 times 11 plus b. 4 times 11, it is minus 44 dividing 19 plus b. I add plus 44 over 19 both sides, and I end up to have a b equal 3 plus 44 over 19. I need to multiply by 19 top and bottom the fraction 3 over 1, because 19 is my LCD. The LCD is going to be 19, and now I got a 57, b equal 57 over 19 plus 44 over 19, which is going to give me b equal 7 plus 4, 11. I got 1. 5 plus 5, 10. 101 divided by 19. 101 divided by 19. And so the equation of my line right there is going to be y equal negative 4 over 19 x plus 101 divided by 19. Alright, so find the equation of line parallel. You will have to do this example number 4 as well as the example number 5. And let me do the example number 6 with you. So the example number 6, what do we have? Find a line parallel to y equal 5 passing through the point 2 and 3. Well, remember, what you have seen already is when y equal 5, we're having y equal a constant. And y equal a constant, we know that when x change, y does not. So, if I want to find a line parallel to y equal 5 and passing through the point 2, 3, it has to be y equal 3. Okay? Y equal 3 is a line passing through the point x equal 2, y equal 3, but because we know that is y equal a constant, it will be parallel to y equal 5, because y equal 5 and y equal 3 are, should I write are this way? Let me write are in a better way, are horizontal. Okay? And if I represent my number, my Cartesian system coordinate, when I get y equal 5, let's call that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y equal 5 is right there. This is y equal 5. And if I'm looking for x equal 2, 1, 2, I'm supposed to look for the point 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. This is the point 2, 3. The only way to have y equal 3, and let me... Okay guys, I'll let you do the example number 7. There is 2 examples 7, but you pretty much understand it will be 7, 8, and 9. Okay, that will be the example 8, and that will be the example 9. So you have to do all this problem by yourself, and hopefully you will be okay to do all the other problem in class with me. And again, if you're feeling uncomfortable with all the problem you will have done in class with me, you will have to finish the practice problem on this note. Thank you.